everybody, welcome back to another stream. We are in the Phoenix, back in the Phoenix A319. We are going to be taking her out here from Buffalo, night flight, and see what she's made of. It's been a while since we've flown the whoa, got a camera down here. Man down. Get this set up and fixed real quick. But it's been a while since we've flown this airplane, so been upgraded now, and so it's time to do some flying in the Phoenix.
Bravo Romeo uniform, cleared to near the Falls International Airport via direct. Maintain VFR at or below 3,500 feet. Departure 126.5.
Try to get this camera set up real quick. Didn't realize that
expect runway 5 for departure.
A little messed up. So.
Bravo Romeo uniform, read back correct.
Alright, there we go.
Let's see. TBM November 222 Juliet Mike.
Get all of us loaded up here.
Pittsburgh Airport.
So, just getting everybody on board, and
TBM November 222 Juliet Mike Buffalo Niagara clearance. Cleared to Pittsburgh Airport via the BUF 8 departure then as filed. Maintain 5,000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure.
And so
Departure
now we're just getting
126.5 squawk
ready to go through and finish our
1472.
checklist. So
Information Papa is current.
everything looks good on the glare shield. Altimeters are set. Let's go ahead and double check our weather here. And 3005. Typically we would call up ATIS and get that, but we're not going to do that today. We'll just look up there on the active sky. We are using active sky in passive mode, to where the simulator does all of the clouds and everything in render drawing, but active sky gives it the information. So that's the way from what I understand. So oh, excuse me. And so flight director button is on, EFIS mode is lighting is correct, we're good there. FCU speed mode is dashed, heading mode is dashed, and altitude is dotted with 4,000 set as what we were given. Weather radar, we are off, and transponder and TCAST, we are off, 7432. Finish squawking that. And so now we can go ahead and get our ramp, which is 119.9. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a hold of them, because we'll be needing them next. 99. The only thing bad about the Phoenix that I don't like, which maybe it's not as bad in the real life, but you gotta turn all the knobs just for the radio frequencies. I like it when it's on the MCDU, kind of like the E-Jets. 99. There we go, and then we can switch over to COM 2 whenever we need. So we've got everything else set up down there. 119.9's in COM 2, boarding is complete. So we can go ahead and get ready for our pushback. So let's go ahead and get all of our doors closed. And APU is on, so we'll go ahead and turn off the external power. Chocks and cones, and let's go ahead and switch over to COM 2. That thing pops up for me all the time. I don't know if anybody else it does for anybody else as well, but the thing pops up all the time. And cockpit to ground, go ahead and connect the tug and disconnect the jetway. And we need to go down here to MCDU and ATSU, AOC menu, and receive
jetway
messages. And we've got a couple of different load sheets, so we'll accept the load sheet and then hit return and flight plan. So we're all good there. ICAS messages, we got parking brake and TCAS and standby, and APU bleed is on, so we're good there. And cockpit to ground, you guys can go ahead and attach the tug and get ready for pushback.
Ground to flight deck, tug en route for pushback.
Parking brake is set, windows are closed, external power is off, APU bleed verified is on, seatbelt signs are on. Let's go back here and check. Got your seatbelts on? Alright, good. He's got a nice view out there today, sitting right on top of the wing. So, should have a safe flight for you guys today. And we'll go ahead and turn our beacon on, let them know that we're getting ready to start moving. Go ahead and check out here. And I don't know what's going on with that thing.
5 has been inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Let's get back in the cockpit. Yeah, cockpit to ground, we are ready for pushback.
Welcome aboard this American Airlines Flight 1486. We appreciate you choosing to fly with
Release
us
parking
today.
brake, tug standing by.
We're heading to Charlotte, and our estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour and
Cockpit to ground, parking brake is disengaged.
the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information, even for our frequent flyers.
Roger, stand by.
Seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a
Ground to flight deck. Cleared for engine start and sequence.
Alright, we're clear to start engine number 2, so we'll start engine number 2.
Remember, your seatbelt
Let's go
must
back
be
and take a
fastened
look.
whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat
As she
backs and
starts
tray
up.
cables to the upright position and ensure that your window blinds are opened for takeoff and landing. All mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode. Laptops or larger devices must be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if required. To use, pull the mask firmly towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Please secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat or between
And
the seats.
Lisa's giving a
Put it
nice,
on,
good
pull it over your head, fasten it, and inflate it
departure
only
briefing,
after leaving the aircraft.
safety briefing, I mean.
Special life vests for children are available. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. There are 2
Yeah,
exits
engine number
located at the front
2 was started
and 2
correct.
at the rear
Everything's
of the
good.
aircraft.
Engine number
The
1.
nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation, please leave all personal belongings behind and follow all safety instructions from the crew immediately. If any electronic device, including power banks, becomes hot or catches fire, please inform a member of the crew immediately. For your
And just getting our
reference,
flight
the safety
imported
information
here.
card in the seat pocket contains all details.
Gonna be on
Thank you for your attention.
runway 5 for departure. Is what we were given. Change to runway 5. That's what he gave us. So, all good in the hood. Alright, engine number 2 is started, so we can go ahead and fire up. The engine mode selector is set to normal. After takeoff checklist, APU bleed is off, and APU master is coming off, and engine anti-ice we don't need. Auto brake set to maximum. Flaps are set for takeoff, which is 1, and ground spoilers are armed. And rudder trim is set for 0. Good there. Pitch trim we're already calculated and good. ATC clearance, we'll get that. Strobes are set to auto. And nose lights set to taxi.
Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
American or cockpit to ground. We have the parking brakes set and a good engine start, and we're ready for disconnect.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
Alright, they're disconnecting. Yeah, I was talking to the guy,
Ground to flight deck. 5 has been removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. Goodbye. See you soon.
thank you so much for your services, cockpit to ground. Appreciate it. And we'll switch on over to...
You're still on ramp frequency.
And Amanda, can you go ahead and grab us our taxi clearance? Oops, that was the Lisa.
Taxi clearance is being requested.
Amanda, would you go ahead and grab our taxi clearance, please?
I'll get our taxi clearance now.
Range 132.1.
Delta 69 with November, request IFR clearance to Atlanta.
American 1486 Buffalo Niagara International Airport ground, runway 5, taxi via Alpha.
Alright. We've got our taxi. We
Runway
are
5, taxi via Alpha. American
ready to roll.
1486.
So out there.
319 taxi to parking.
Alright. Nice low clouds.
Delta 31902, taxi to parking via Charlie Alpha. Hold short of runway 32, then Alpha.
Charlie Alpha, hold short of runway 32, then Alpha, Delta 31902.
Alright. Here we go. Let's get on out of Buffalo. Buffalo was one of our featured destinations for American Airlines. So we got our bonus 3 hours and our 15,000 premium miles for flying into here. Flew into here a couple days ago, one night. Had to shoot the ILS approach. It was foggy and it was pretty nasty out. Shot the ILS, set overcast at 400. We broke out pretty close to that. I don't remember the exact breakout time, so.
American 1486, contact tower on 120.5, safe flight.
Switching to tower on 120.5. American 1486.
For takeoff, terrain, and D is turned on. And we'll go ahead and turn on our weather. And predictive wind shear is coming on. Let's go ahead and stop us.
Buffalo Niagara International Airport
Auto,
Tower, American 1486. Good evening,
Transponder
holding
is
short
set
5,
to
ready for departure.
on. And then engine mode, we're good there. And we'll go ahead and hit our takeoff mode. Normal, good. Packs, we go ahead and turn our packs off.
7574 mile final.
Alright. Engine mode is required. We don't need that. Nose lights. And we'll just got lights. It's the only thing we've got. So we'll hold short. We've got somebody on final. I don't know if that's them way out there in front of us. I think so, yeah. It looks like them, so. Told us to hold short, so we'll hold short right up here at the hold short lines. Looks like a gloomy day here in Buffalo. We'll get up here to the hold short line so maybe we can see him coming in. Alright, that'll work. Parking brake is set. Oh, one thing that we almost forgot is our ACARs.
Ground traffic. SF. Our Vision Jet 9 or Zulu Alpha request taxi to runway 14.
Vision Jet 9 or Zulu Alpha, runway 14, taxi via Mike, hold short of runway 5, then Foxtrot Alpha, Delta, Delta 1.
And they just landed.
Buffalo ground, United 2016 is ready for pushback.
United 2016, Buffalo Niagara International Airport ground, pushback approved, tail northeast.
Pushback approved, tail northeast. We request runway 32 for departure. Runway 32 via Alpha Bravo 1 Charlie, United 2016.
Taxi runway 14, taxi via Mike, hold short runway 5, then Foxtrot Alpha, Delta, Delta 1.
And it looks like
Vision Jet 9er
they
Zulu
just
Alpha.
landed. We'll wait for them to get off the runway. We're still holding short, so. Turn those down just a little bit. And then we're getting ready to take off.
American 1486, Buffalo Niagara International Airport Tower, runway 5, winds 140 at 8.
Winds
Fly
140
runway
at 8.
Cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. American 1486.
They were kind of talking over each other there. Alright, we're cleared for takeoff. Taxi lights are on. Take the runway here. Landing lights are all on. Lit up like the Christmas tree.
UPS 1131, taxi to parking via Charlie Alpha. Hold short of runway 32, then Foxtrot Mike. Charlie Alpha, hold short of runway 32, then Foxtrot Mike, UPS 1131. Vision Jet 90 Zulu Alpha, hold short of runway 5, traffic holding in position.
And before takeoff, turn, everything's good. Takeoff, Fox 1, engine mode, nose lights, landing lights, strobe lights, we're all good. Strobe lights are on. There we go. Enjoy the takeoff.
Jet 9 Zulu Alpha, holding short runway 5.
Power up to 50%. Holding the brakes.
Vision Jet 9 Zulu Alpha, cross runway 5, then continue taxi via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Delta 1.
Engines are stable and good.
Cross runway 5, Vision Jet 9 Zulu Alpha.
Somebody's coming across the
Runway 5,
there.
then continue taxi.
That's got to be a runway
Alpha Delta Delta 1.
Vision Jet 9 Zulu Alpha negative, cross runway 5, then continue taxi via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Delta 1. Please ensure to include the runway crossing in your readback.
Rotate. And off we go. And positive rate gears coming up.
American 1486, contact departure on 126.5.
Cross runway 5, then continue taxi
Back to the climb descent.
Foxtrot Alpha Delta Delta 1.
Switching to departure on 126.5. American 1486.
Level off so we can gain some speed. Autopilot is engaged.
American 1486. Good evening, climbing through 1500.
And flaps are up.
American 1486, Buffalo approach radar contact. Climb and maintain 12000, turn right heading 220, vectors to Jamestown, then on course.
Climb and maintain 12000. Right heading 220, vectors to JHW, then on course. American 1486.
Turning right to 220. Mach 1's coming on. Excuse me. Right, turn it to 220. We're in open climb. And we'll go ahead and turn on Pack 2.
American 1486, direct Jamestown, then as filed, please.
Direct Jamestown. Alright, then let's go ahead and grab our after takeoff checklist. So landing gear, verify it is up, flaps are up, and ground spoilers are disarmed. And packs 1 and 2 are on. Engine anti-ice we don't need. Engine mode selector is as required, which we're in the normal stage, so we're good. And coming up on 10,000, we'll turn off the lights. Always follow a checklist, or at least do the checklist and then come back and verify. Take a look at it there at Buffalo as we head on out of here. And positive 10,000, so we'll go ahead and turn off our lights. And terrain ND can come off. And passenger signs as required. And we'll leave it at leave the seatbelt sign on until we get a little bit higher up in the air, just in case. There's another airplane up there. Way up there. Do like to fly from the right seat. That's where I fly in real life, is from the right seat. Just about ready to take my CFI check ride. I'll be a flight instructor. Hopefully.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We'll be offering a selection of our popular items.
And Buffalo Approach, American 1486, we'd like to request higher if possible.
The service, selected items from the American Airline shop will be available. Please let us know if there's anything we can
American 1486, climb and maintain 13-3000.
Alright, we'll take that, I guess. 1,000.
Climb and maintain 13,000. American 1486.
And we'll go ahead and check our cabin temperatures. Cockpit's a little warm, and forward cabin is a little warm as well, so we'll get those turned down. And still still not getting any higher, so not sure what's up with that.
American 1486, climb and maintain flight level 310.
There we go.
Climb and maintain flight level 310. American 1486.
Alright, now we can go on up higher.
Good afternoon. Vision Jet 859er Zulu Alpha flying runway heading 2,300, climbing to 4,000.
Vision Jet 859er Zulu Alpha, Buffalo approach, radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000, turn left heading 095, vectors to Geneseo, then on course.
Climb and maintain flight level 170, turn left heading 095, vectors for Denise, and then as filed, Vision Jet 9er Zulu Alpha.
And our next checklist is our passing 18,000 feet checklist.
Vision Jet 9er Zulu Alpha, direct Geneseo, then as filed, please. American 1486, contact Cleveland Center on 118.625.
Switching to Cleveland Center on 118.625. American 1486. Cleveland Center, American 1486. Good evening, 17,000 for flight level 310.
American 1486, Cleveland Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
And standard.
Climb and maintain
302.
flight level 310, American 1486.
Standard on the standby. You're all set. Flip the sheet on over. Alright, let's take a look at our arrival here. So we've got welcome at 270, flight level 240, then 17,000. Yeah, they told us to expect 36 right ILS. Well, that's what we filed for, so we'll see what we get when we get there. I think there's a way to see on here to see the weather on your flights. Yeah, it's live traffic. I don't care about that. And then, oh, there it is, weather. Duh, it's right there in front of me. So not too much weather, so it should be good. Shouldn't have any issues.
American 1486, contact Cleveland Center on 125.2.
Switching to Cleveland Center on 125.2, American 1486. Cleveland Center, American 1486. Good evening, flight level 250 for flight level 310.
American 1486, Cleveland Center, good evening. Continue flight level 310.
Getting a little bit of turbulence. Got a nice stiff one right at our face, 58 knots. Coming off our right side over there. Hitting us in the right shoulder, probably. I'm tired, had a long day. Busy day at work today. So I was looking at some of the stuff online at WinWing. They've got a lot of cool stuff for the Airbus and 7.3. It's a shame that no one really is making anything for the CRJ or the ERJ jets. I think they'll do pretty well, I think.
Well, Julie Papa Mike is holding short, crossing runway 32. Well, Julie Papa Mike still holding short on runway 32.
World Air Juliet Papa Mike, contact tower on 120.5 when ready for departure.
There goes Buffalo, See you later, Buffalo. We'll climb up to flight level 30 on our way to flight level 310. Almost did a flight that was from Buffalo back to my home base, DFW, but it said that it was like a 3.5 hour flight. It's like, I can't stay up that late. I got work tomorrow. It's way too late. It's one thing I liked about flying a lot of the E-Jet routes and the Envoy routes is that a lot of them are like an hour, hour and a half. You know, you could find some 2 hours. There were some longer ones that I never did, but
American 1486, contact Cleveland Center on 132.925.
Cleveland Center on 132.925. American 1486.
But that's the only thing the Airbuses, most of the flights that they do are usually a lot of 2+ hours. There's some shorter
Good
ones,
evening,
but
level flight level 310.
and we're trying to visit places that we haven't been before. So I haven't been, but that's the first time being in Buffalo, which is kind of cool. So if you have a place that you'd like to visit, let me know. And I had a couple people from our previous streams that asked about the FSS ERJ panels that I made, which is really cool. So if you guys have any questions or want to know how this works, the Air Manager with the touchscreen panels and basically can build the home cockpit. That's what I like about the touchscreens, is that they're versatile. So I can literally fly the ERJ, or I can fly the Airbus, and switch it all around in a matter of 2 or 3 clicks. It's a matter of turning the panels off, turning the other panels on, and then changing it in the sim to the other jet. So that's what I like about it, is the versatility to it all. But it's not for everybody, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Southwest 121 ready for departure.
American 121, taxi to runway 23 via Kilo Delta 5, cross runway 32, then Juliet Alpha Victor.
Southwest 121 ready for departure. Holding short, Southwest 121.
Well, I think it's about time we get the music going. I'm still stuck at flight level 310, which I'm not sure why we haven't gotten up a little bit further.
Cleveland Center, Delta 363, flight level 370.
Delta 363, radar contact.
Cleveland Center, UPS 13, flight level 360.
We're asking for the highway.
UPS 13, radar contact.
Hey, Cleveland Center, American 1486, can we get to our cruising altitude, flight level 380?
American 1486, climb and maintain flight level 380.
There we go.
Climb and maintain flight level 380. American 1486.
I think they kind of forgot about us a little bit, maybe. So just keep that in the back of our mind. If they're having trouble already with this inside intentions, we might have to deviate from ATC. Don't ever do that unless you talk to them first, but let's try and see if we can't let them know and figure it out. So hopefully they don't forget about us. We can't go ahead and turn off that fasten seatbelt sign. I think we're high enough now. And at least we turn off that fasten seatbelt sign, so if you guys want to go ahead and start serving drinks, go right ahead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have just reached our cruising altitude. The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. However, we recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. We'll be offering a snack and beverage service at this time.
Seems pretty smooth for the last little bit. There we go. Now we've got the aft cabin is 74. We'll go ahead and turn it down just one more. Cockpit's at 72 degrees. Forward cockpit and forward cabin is at 73. And cabin altitude is 7,750, which is perfectly fine.
Exec Jet 623 is at Signature Aviation, and we are ready to taxi for departure.
Exec Jet 623, Buffalo Niagara ground. Taxi to runway 32 via Quebec, cross runway 14, then Delta 3,
We'll get on
Delta
our
cross runway
flights here,
05, then
and
Delta
we've
6.
got the ILS 36 right, and we'll put in just help them just to give us a fix, which is the farthest out fix of the ILS. It's straight in. And then so I usually go in here and they usually don't give you, but I go into the airport and I go to the charts and then I go to our gates. So that way we have our gates. Parking gates. There we go. And we will pin that. And typically we usually are in Concourse A with the Airbus. And then if you are...
1486, contact Cleveland Center on 121.075.
Contacting Cleveland Center on 121.075.
Whenever we used to fly with the ERJ when we fly the CLT, we'll be in Concourse E. Way back around the side.
Cleveland Center, American 1486. Good evening. Climbing through flight level 350 for flight level 380.
Good evening.
And 2,000 to go. The lighting for MSF looks really good.
Friendly 129, direct eyes. Cleared for the
Yeah, it's
RNAV,
not,
runway 07,
X-plane
approach
good,
altitude
but-
4, 200 feet until established.
That looks pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but I feel that looks pretty solid.
4200, cleared for the RNAV 07 approach, friendly 129.
It's a little lighter on your guys' screen than it is on mine. It's a little darker, like, this is real hard to see. The American, you can see it, but it's a little harder to see, and these clouds here are quite a bit darker than what they, and that could be just what it looks like on my monitor, the OBS inside of that, so. Mic sounds okay, volumes are okay. Please give me a good thumbs up. Appreciate it. And then also, if you guys would just go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button and the notification bell. I'll let you know whenever we do go live. It helps support the channel. Appreciate it. All these panels that we do have here on like all of this here is I mean to touch that, but all these are touch screens, so I can literally use all the touch screens, which everybody has that. That's the EF, the MCDU. So now we're at cruising altitude, but all these are all touch screens. I have Knobsters. I have a Knobster here, and then I have a Knobster right here, and then another Knobster, and then another Knobster for my overhead, which is up there. But all these are touch screen. It's kind of hard to see because they're all illuminated, but you've got the flaps, you've got the speed brakes, and then I've got the thrust, so I can see where we're at as far as which detents. I've got all the switches, and I've got all the panel stuff, engines, mode selectors, rudder trim, parking brake, standby, 2 screens, gear, and then I've got the COM 1, COM 2, and then the floodlights. So that's how I can adjust the floodlights, and I can adjust the coloring of my panels. As you can see, they turn orange, or that's during the daytime, and so whenever I turn them up, and then I've got
Just remember, our catering might be the only thing that can make a plane feel grounded.
yeah, I'll go ahead and take a Red Bull if you don't mind, Lisa. Appreciate it. And then cockpit door, got all that. I've got the transponder, and then comms. That might be why we're on COM 2. So got COM 1 now, and then got all the SCU and EFIS, and then I've got the side stick on the other camera. Don't have a single shot of the other camera, so which we should be able to switch that over real quick. Video capture properties, and we'll go to general cam, and that didn't do it. Lost you guys. We didn't like doing that. There we go. So we'll set up maybe that one a little later. Set up that camera option, but yeah. So on the other one, I basically have an iPad sitting next to me with my side stick. I've got the TSA side stick, and so but I've got an iPad here, then I've got a Stream Deck, and then I just have a monitor right here that's not touchscreen, but that's my main monitor, just for say intentions and OBS and the chat and everything like that. Then I've got a 50-inch 4K TV Vizio that I use for my main display in front of me. I also do, which is kind of cool, don't know if anybody's interested in it, but you can do the VR headset, and in the VR headset, you can do pass-through, so I can still see all of these instruments, but then I can see the virtual world around me, which is really cool, but it's hard to stream with that. And it's hard to go in, I'd like to see the flights or the approach plates and the departures and all that stuff that I need. I like to see that on an iPad, which I know you could probably see it inside the cockpit, but then you got to use the mouse and all that stuff. So just haven't messed around with that too much in the Airbus, so we'll get there. But just right now we're just cruising on down. cruising on over to Charlotte. Alright. And usually by
American 1486, contact Cleveland Center on 121.075.
Contacting
once we
Cleveland Center
usually
on
get a little closer, they give us our gate and everything we need.
1486.
So then I wonder if we can see, but over off to our right,
Cleveland Center,
so it
American
says that there's
1486.
rain.
Good evening, level flight level
About right below us,
380.
so it could be a rain cloud underneath us.
1486, Cleveland Center, good evening.
Maintaining flight level 380, American 1486.
Cleveland Center, American 3155, flight level 370.
American 3155, radar contact.
So we're getting our bidding preferences is for our virtual airlines.
American 1486, contact Cleveland Center on 125.425.
Contacting Cleveland Center on 125.425, American 1486. Cleveland Center, American 1486. Good evening, level flight level 380.
American 1486, Cleveland Center, good evening.
I got my bid in. And it closes January 10th. Alright. We'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, we've got a little bit of weather that we're seeing up on the radar, so nothing too crazy. It's out in front of us. Check in on you guys. How you guys doing back here? Did you guys get all of your refreshments and beverages? Okay, good, good. That's what we like to hear. How you guys doing over on this side? You guys good? Still awake? Oh, good. Over there is where it says the rain is, according to the radar. Lisa, how are you and the crew doing back there?
We're doing well, Captain. The crew is ready and everything is running smoothly back here. Thank you for asking.
You know what we should do? Let's go take a look and see what we have as far as our intercom, but let's take a look from... She's from Chicago. See if they have anybody from Dallas Fort Worth. Nope. Got Laura, okay. And then we've got Janet and Toby. And then we've got Taylor. We got Tyrone. We got Mario. Oh yeah, we'll do Mario. Take Mario for our cabin crew. And we've got Amanda. And Stephanie. Yeah, we'll take Stephanie. You guys want to take Stephanie? Let's take Stephanie. Alright, so we've got Stephanie and we got Mario in the back now. Alright, that sounds more fun. Why not? Let's try and change it up. Talk to some different people. Different voices. I do think that with this one, once we get on the approach, that I was going to try and probably fly, hand fly the approach, just get a little bit more flying in, hand flying this thing. I haven't flown it. This is the second flight. This is the first flight you guys are on, but the second flight that I've done with it. I flew up to Buffalo in it, and then I flew it from. I got the upgrade to the A319 or Airbus family to the FENIX whenever I got to Dallas Fort Worth. Did a hub transfer. I was based out of Phoenix, then I went to Dallas. Now I'm in Dallas, and got the Airbus upgrade, and now I'm flying that. So I flew from Dallas to Destin, Florida, then Destin, Florida over to Charlotte, Charlotte up to Buffalo, and this is my fourth flight with it now. So still learning it. Each time I fly it, I feel a little bit more and more comfortable with it, though. It's a fun one to fly. Now that I got the side stick for Christmas, thought it was time to say goodbye to the ERJ. I'll still fly it because I love it, especially now that they got the VNAV in it. It's such a good airplane. It's a lot of fun.
Arrival Lynchburg transition. Descent in about 20 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word. Clear to direct Lynchburg.
Clear direct LYH. Expecting Magic 4 arrival. LYH transition. Descent in about 20 minutes. American 1486.
So we're going to do the ILS 36. So we need to do the arrival. And we need to do a different one. Alright. ILS 36 left.
American 1486 direct Mayos.
And then Magic with the LYH. And then insert. And then direct Mayos. We are on it. So direct Mayos. There we go. We're on our way. So let's go back over to here so we can make sure that we're going to fly there appropriately now. And we're doing the Magic 4 with the LYH transition. And then let's take a look at that arrival plate. Alright, so we've got the Lynchburg. And then Magic at 13,000, that's all we got. That's pretty simple. And then we need to be at flight level 13,000 at Magic. There we go.
Mike Juliet, contact Washington Center on 133.65.
133.65, 1 Mike Juliet.
So we are direct Mayos right now. And then we need to be at Mayos at flight level 220, so flight level 220 at Mayos. And then
1486, contact Indianapolis Center on 125.075.
There we go.
Contacting Indianapolis Center on 125.075. American 1486.
Alright, so they're just telling us to expect radar vectors for landing. It looks like they're landing north because they
Indianapolis Center, American 1486.
36 right.
Good evening, level flight level 380.
So our top of descent looks like it's going to be at the 345 Zulu, and right now it's 329 Zulu. So we've got about 15 minutes and we'll start our descent. well on our way. At Magic, we need to be at 250. Yeah, 250 knots. At Magic. Negative 34 degrees TAT and saturated air temperature is negative 60 degrees Celsius. That's cold. That's real cold. Let's look at some of the mountains out over there. Let's take a look and see whereabouts we are here. Oh yeah, we did fly right over Pittsburgh. We are around the Somersville area in the Richwood VOL or airport. Saying, man, that looks a little weird. It's because we were sitting on the left side. Now, one thing I always forget to do, and I probably just need to write it down on this checklist, but is my chrono. Start the chronos. Right now we have terrain LOD at 400. And object level of detail is at 200. And we are getting right around 70 FPS. We do use MSFS auto FPS reset transponder. It's pretty, I always used it. It's fantastic. I love using it. And I just let it kind of do its own thing, just auto do everything, so.
American 1486, Indianapolis Center, contact Washington Center on 125.725.
Switching to Washington Center on 125.725. American 1486. Washington Center, American 1486. Good evening, level flight level 380.
American 1486, Washington Center, good evening. Radar contact confirmed. Continue level 380.
Continuing level 380, American 1486.
Charlie Papa descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, King Air 2, Charlie Papa. Washington Center, November 431 Delta Delta with your flight level 400. Washington Center, King Air, November 2, Charlie, top radio check. Loud and clear. We're starting our descent to 7,000.
Alright, I think it's about time for us to start our descent. So we'll go ahead and turn on our fasten seatbelt signs. In Washington Center, American 1486, we're going to go ahead and start our descent via the Magic for arrival. And we need to be down to flight level 220, so we'll go ahead and set that in.
American 1486, cleared Magic 4 Lynchburg transition into Charlotte. Whenever you'd like, descend and maintain flight level 270. Cleared Magic 4 LYH transition into Charlotte. Descend and maintain flight level 270. American 1486.
And we'll go ahead and go to our performance, and we'll go to our next phase. And let's go ahead and grab our QNH and get our weather.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. We kindly ask that you return to your seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the lavatories are no longer
QNH is 3020.
is turned off. Thank you for your cooperation.
3020, and temperature is 14. And winds are 110 at 6. And let's go back to our charts. Let's enter in our barrel flights. ILS 36 right. Pick 'em. And it's going to be a radio altimeter of 173. And flaps full. And there we go. So let's go ahead and get our checklist. Descent auto brake is set to low. Passenger signs are set. And FCU altitude is selected. It did give us flight level 270, but according to the arrival plate, we can go down to flight level 220, so we'll monitor that as we're coming down. Engine anti-ice, we don't need anything like that. Engine mode selector, we'll keep that on normal. And passing through transition altitude, we'll set local altimeters to 3020. I believe that's what it said. Perfect. And 3024. And
down to 7,000, United 1136. 7,800, United 1136.
United 1136, descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Down to 7,000, United 1136.
checking on, we got Deshaun, just switched it up. And then we've got Stephanie, Deshaun and Stephanie. I like those two. We've used Stephanie before. She's from FS2 crew. So we'll go ahead and take a gander at where we're coming in at. And well, it's Washington Dulles that we're in KSGO. Winston-Salem. Alright. Coming up on Mayo's, getting ready to make our right turn. Right turn at Mayo's. And now we can go on down to 13,000. Then check on that. Alright. And then can we go down any further? Nope. It just says expect radar vectors, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Because we've got CLT, and then Heckham at 5,000.
Clearance AVMX 245, request IFR clearance, ready to copy.
AVMX 245, read back direct contact ground on 121.9er.
Clearance expedite air 123, ready to copy IFR to Norfolk International.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
And let's go to MCDU and go to ATSU. See what our message says, see if it gives us a gate number. And receive messages. Yep, we telex. We've got gate A12. Alright, let's go ahead and get that set up in GSX so that way they are ready for us. It'll be A. Next page, A12. There we go. They will be waiting on us. And we will go over here to Charlotte, and we will go to all.
American 1486, contact Atlanta Center on 124.425.
Parking gates.
Atlanta Center on 124.425. American
A12.
1486.
Alright, A12 is going to be off the very end. Alright, we like it. And then no ADC required. I don't ever know what that means.
Atlanta
I get it all the
Center,
time.
American 1486.
Somebody knows
Good
it's
evening,
watching. That would be
descending
great
flight level
to see. Appreciate it. Got Charlotte out in front of us.
American 1486, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. American 1486.
We're not climbing. Not exactly sure what's up with that.
American 1486, descend and maintain 17,000 feet. Altimeter 3023.
Descending to 17,000 feet. Altimeter 3023. American 1486.
3023 on the altimeters. There we go. Three 3023. As we're descending, it says the level off at 17, but
American 1486, descend and maintain 7,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. American 1486.
had one too many zeros in there for a second. There we go. That's right.
Delta 1198, that's you descending to southbound.
Delta 1198, Atlanta Center, good evening. Delta 1198, Atlanta Center, speed 270 knots.
18,000. Yeah, passing, we've got that local altimeter set, and then passing 10,000, we need to turn on the landing lights. So watching our altitude here as we're coming in. We'll make sure that we're abiding by the rules here. More drag, so we'll go ahead and get our spoilers out.
American 1486, contact Charlotte approach on 125.35.
Switching to Charlotte approach on 125.35. American 1486. American 1486. Good evening, 16,000 for 7,000.
American 1486, Charlotte approach. Expect the ILS runway 18 center approach into Charlotte.
Expecting ILS runway 18 center approach into Charlotte. American 1486.
18 center. Okay, so let's go back to our arrival. 18 center and Magic 4 with the LIH and insert temporary. Switch that over to ILS 18 center. And let's see if we can't get a little. And American 1486. Can we get direct jet code?
American 1486, direct jet code approved. Maintain 7,000.
There we go. Direct And he said down to 7,000, so we're going down to 7,000. Coming up on our
Charge March American 2082, 2,600, climbing 8,000, direct latching. Climbing flight level 180 for direct OPSI, American 2082.
American 2082, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climbing flight level 210, American 2082.
Alright, should be switching down to 250. We're at 11,000. And we'll go ahead and cut the music off. And let's get a stereo cockpit here going. And we'll let everybody know to take their seats. All call. And passing 10,000 feet. Landing lights will all come on. And terrain, we'll go ahead and turn terrain on. Landing lights, nose lights, and it is dark outside, so we'll turn on a runway, turn off lights. There we go. And passenger signs are on. Now we're just waiting for our localizers. Loc has been activated, because we'll be picking that up whenever we come on in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We are now beginning our final approach into Charlotte. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them away until we arrive at the
And we
gate.
busted our speed limit a little bit, so
Your seats are in the full upright position and your seat belts are fastened. The weather in Charlotte is looking pretty good, with scattered clouds and a temperature of about 14 degrees Celsius. Our assigned gate is Concourse A12. We'll be on the ground shortly, so hang tight.
American 1486, proceed direct OZG. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established on the localizer cleared for the ILS runway 18 center approach.
Proceeding direct OZG. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 center approach. American 1486.
alright. Landing lights are all on. We've been cleared for the approach, so auto brake is set. Ground spoilers, we'll go ahead and arm those. Those are armed. Altimeters, verify they are set to the local, but let's get our local altimeter. And the weather at the arrival is 3019. Let's double check the bits right.
8,000. RNAV to Lacken. I maintain flight level 210.
3019.
Vectors to Lacken, then it's out.
3019, 3019.
55, direct Lacken, then as filed, please.
And engine mode selector and engine anti-ice, we don't need any of that, so we're good. Outside temperature is +5. Usually if it's +5 or below, I would turn on the engine to ignition and turn on the anti-ice, but we're below the clouds layer. So we're all good there. There we go, slowing us down a little bit more here. And let's go ahead and go to performance, and we'll activate, confirm. Trying to slow us down here. Let's slow our descent rate down just a little bit. That should help. Get down here below 250. Sure, we probably busted our speed limit. They're gonna be mad at us. Check, they're not yelling at us on the comms to slow down. Coming up on our 3,000. Go ahead and go first notch of flaps. We've got the airport in sight. Altitude's been captured, so speed brakes are off. There we go. And we are armed. And 138 is going to be our approach, so.
American 1486, contact Charlotte Tower on 118.1.
Flaps 2.
Contacting Charlotte Tower on 118.1.
Yes, I know,
American
we're a little bit fast. We're trying to slow down here. There we go. The airport's coming up. And then Silo is going to be our final approach. That's when we'll go gear down.
American 1486. Good evening. Established on the ILS runway 18 center approach.
Approach is armed. Just waiting for the localizer to come in. It should be right there.
Charlotte Tower, roger. Continue approach.
18 center.
American 1486, Charlotte Tower, winds 120 at 7. Runway 18 center, cleared to land.
Oh.
Runway 18 center,
there we go.
cleared to
Localizer's
land.
captured.
American 1486.
Glide slope is captured. And we will wait till we get back to wings level. Alright, gears coming down. Alright, gears down. 3 green. And flaps 3.
276 ready for straight out departure.
Cessna 276, winds 110 at 6, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff.
And
Safe
flaps
travel.
full.
18 left, cleared for takeoff, Cessna 276.
And we'll go ahead and turn off terrain ND. And before landing, auto brakes are verify set. Ground spoilers verify are armed. Landing gear 3 green. Flaps verify is set. We are good to land. Alright, you guys ready? We're going to hand flyer all the way in. Autopilot is off. Even though everything is set, shouldn't have to move it too much.
child.
Contact departure. Departure for Cessna 276.
Yes, I know we're below the glide slope, but I have a visual.
Flight slow. 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 Flight slow.
40, 30, 20, retard. 10.
It's a little hard on the landing, but we'll take it.
American 1486, contact ground on 121.8.
Contacting ground on 121.8. American 1486.
Alright, and APU is coming up online.
Charlotte ground, American 1486. Good evening, cleared of runway. Ready to taxi to the gate.
Alright, taxi is on. Runway turn off lights.
American 1486, Charlotte ground, taxi
Flaps are
concourse to
coming
gate
up.
12 via Sierra, Mike, Foxtrot, Blue Line. Good day.
Concourse A gate 12 via Sierra, Mike, Foxtrot, Blue Line. American 1486.
Welcome to Charlotte, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that Charlotte is known as the Queen City? It's named after Queen Charlotte of England, and it's got a rich history and a vibrant culture. Thanks for flying with American Airlines. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened
Here
until
we
we
go.
come to a complete
So, Foxtrot, and then it's Blue.
First Officer Stephanie, and the whole
Alright, here we go.
say goodbye to you now. The local time here is 11:13 p.m.
Yeah, that landing I wish could have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. We're all safe. I don't think it was a horrible landing. I'd say it's probably right around the 250, maybe 300. And hopefully nobody's at our gate. We got a gate assignment the last time in the Buffalo and somebody was there. We were supposed to be in gate A6 when we got there, and so we had to go to gate A5. So hopefully nobody's in our spot and we don't have to worry about it. Flight directors and landing system can come off.
Jet 8 Uniform Juliet, runway 18 left taxi via Delta 8.
And
runway 18 left taxi via
cool.
Delta 8, Diamond Jet 8 Uniform Juliet.
Airplanes are up in the sky. Gotta love that, right? So here is our gate number. Gate 12. We'll go ahead and turn off our lights so we don't blind everybody coming in. This is the gate that they're wanting us at, so...
Charlotte ground, United 3 Alpha Bravo requesting pushback.
United 3 Alpha Bravo, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. 3 Alpha Bravo.
Northwest
1019, pushback and engine start approved. Tail north.
And engine 1 off, and engine 2 off, engine 1 off, and seatbelt signs can go ahead and come on off. And we'll go ahead and click our deboarding, ground services. Let's get our chocks in. Chocks are in. Perfect. And get our GPU connected. GPU connected, and it says it's available now, so we'll go ahead and swap on over to that. And we'll go ahead and turn our strobes to the off position, and beacon can come off. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, I didn't mean to blind you guys.
At the wrong parking position.
Welcome to Charlotte, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Dustin, First Officer Stephanie, and the whole crew would like to wish you a nice stay here, a beautiful vacation, and
You
safe
are currently
travels
parked at the
to your
wrong
next
parking position.
destination. Thanks for flying with American Airlines. Goodbye.
November 650 Sierra Tango ready to
There we
taxi.
go. And we're deboarding.
November 650 Sierra Tango, runway 18 left taxi via
Check
Delta 8.
everybody out here. There we go.
Runway 18 left taxi via Delta 8, November 650
Everybody
Sierra
out.
Tango.
And let's see if we can get GSX. I know. I don't think so. Change facility to gate A12. Alright, well, that's where we're going to be, so... Alright, well, I appreciate everybody hanging out and the views that I did get, so we will see you guys on the next stream, which should be Monday night. We'll see you guys then. Take care.